We are going live. Perfect. Well, for you guys just joining me, if you actually join and getting this notification, I just let you know I'm going live right now because it looks like we're having some really good times with Bitcoin right now. So let me take a look at this. I want to make sure I can put this on screen. And because we're talking about what's happening with a Bitcoin breakout that's taking place right now. I want to make sure you get the best possible info as soon as humanly possible here. So let me see if my intro still works while we get the stream going and we get some people in here. All right, intro does still work. So it looks like Bitcoin is having a good time. This is what is happening at this moment. I'm going to change the position of my camera here so you can see a little bit better. But we're always talking about this on this channel is what's going on with Bitcoin. Like, why is the price either going up or going down? What's really taking place? And as you can see, Sunday night, when nobody expects Bitcoin to be doing much of anything, we get this. We get Bitcoin breaking out. Right now, we're seeing some nice levels, and people are going to start getting notification on their phones because they're not actively watching this. Bet you a bunch of people are just going, oh, I need to buy, and they're probably going to be a little bit late to the game. There is a little bit of resistance right now. I actually want to take a look at what's happening with the trade volume. I'm going to go to CoinMarketCap real quick so you guys can see what's taking place. If you guys have any questions, want to know why this is happening, what's actually going on, feel free to put in a chat box there. I'd be more than happy to cover some of these items with you guys. Right. And do a daily chart real quick, and I'm going to dump that right on there. Perfect. It's really nice when we get to see the prices going green, right? Looking at a day chart here, and I'll switch again so that you can see this chart a little bit better. As I was saying, people are going to start buying this, and it's going to be a matter of FOMO. Anytime you see something, cranking up like this, FOMO definitely, kicks in, and people are in a frenzy to buy. Earlier today, we didn't have it hit. If you see the peaks here, we've had this hit at 159. It was 39,300. And we just got another nice breakout just in the recent few minutes here, which is why I think things are actually going to go up even higher. So if you take a look at it, this is the chart that I'm looking at. So over here, I just want to make sure I get some timestamps down there. So 135, we were sitting way low. This is kind of crazy to think about how quickly it rose. So 613, 135. We're looking at $35,000 Bitcoin. So 35,181. Right now we're sitting at $38,780. This is pretty awesome, and I'm glad you guys are joining me to take a look at this. And I want to make sure I cover this info so that you can hear it first, because I'm sure like I was saying, people's phones are going to start blowing up with information. It's going to start blowing up saying, "Oh, Bitcoin's prices are going up," and people are going to get a little excited and going to start buying and buying and buying and buying, which a lot of times can be a little too late. And most people will expect the weekend to be a bad time. I mean, you can see it all over Twitter. People talking about Bitcoin and just cryptocurrencies in general, how it is just not a great time when it comes to the weekends. Weekends are not a time for crypto, and that there's always some bad juju or something that goes on behind the scenes when it comes to the weekend. That doesn't have to be the case. And here's a good example of that. So you could have made a lot of gains in a matter of just a couple of hours here, like I was saying. So at noon, so 6:13 noon here, we were sitting at what, $35,800. So right now we're over $38,000, nearing the $39,000 mark. And like I was saying, we actually had a peak. Oh, here we go. Today's high was 39,400. So we can still get back there, and go beyond it. And I think there's a lot of FOMO that's going to start taking place here. And this is the expectation that people want to get in. People don't want to miss out. So they're going to buy. They're going to buy. It's just what takes place. People, whenever there's fear in the markets, people are just going to put their money and make rash decisions, as it always happens. So I just want to make sure to tell you that, hey, 38,000 is still a good time for you to buy Bitcoin. I want to make sure that everyone understands that, because a lot of times we look at this price and go, oh, I don't want to buy it at all-time high price. Guys, it's not an all-time high price. Bitcoin has hit $60,000. This is still at a discount. And I've shown you guys time and time again how people that really are invested in Bitcoin, that really believe in this, are continuing to invest more and more and buy and buy and buy and acquire more assets and acquire more Bitcoin over time. And at the end of the day, they're going to be able to dictate their price and do with it whatever they wish. Yesterday, I brought to you guys the information in regards to how Bitcoin's network is actually going to be getting an upgrade after 4 years of being dormant. People talk about how Bitcoin, it's outdated. Sure, it's not as efficient as some other things out there, as other networks. But at the end of the day, this thing has been around for a while. And for it to be doing what it's doing, it's a pretty incredible piece of technology. And it's able to get upgrades. Guys, the price speaks for itself at the end of the day. $38,000 for Bitcoin, and it's going to go up. Again, it's going to go up. There is just no way for people to hold this back and prevent it from going up. Bitcoin is here to stay. Bitcoin is one of those things that it's going to take over the world. And I don't want to say take over the world, but it's going to be the major influencer when it comes to cryptocurrencies. It's going to be what sets the tone. It's going to be what dictates what happens next. Because at the end of the day, it was the first, and it's here to stay. And yes, there still will be updates to the network, just like we can see with what's going on here in November. And I want to make sure I get you guys the right info. So if you're asking yourself, oh my God, $38,000, should I buy? Should I get in? I can't tell you if it's going to continue to go up right this second or if it's going to stabilize here for a bit. What I can tell you is that overall, it's going to go up. We're not done with this bull market. There's still a lot of room for growth. And we all know that Bitcoin can hit much higher prices. And again, it's a Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening for a lot of people already. And this is just what happens. People are going to be buying in at the least, I would say not opportune time, but when people least expect it. That's just what happens, especially when you're dealing with whale purchases. And that's something that I do a little bit and figure out what is going on in it. What's the volume and what's actually, taking place. And I'm going to go back here to CoinMarketCap briefly so that I can pull up some info for you and I can get you guys even better info when it comes to the trades and what's happening with the sales and the volume that's taking place. Just because this is unexpected for a lot of people, because everybody talks bad about the weekends. Everybody has bad things to say when it comes to cryptocurrencies for the weekends. Saturday and Sunday, people were talking about a bloodbath. I can't tell you how many people I saw talking about how there was going to be a bloodbath on, with crypto this weekend. And sure enough, they're wrong. All right, let me see what's this going on right there. Sorry, I got a lot of stuff going on my screen. I wasn't expecting to actually go live. I was going to make you guys a video. I was just getting ready to get a video recorded. But, hey, stuff is, currency's flying off the shelf. So let's get in what's going on right now so that you don't miss out the next peaks that we're going to have here. All right, so we're going to go to... It's a breakout. It's a breakout. It's a breakout. Oh no, I'm getting a warning from YouTube saying that my video is not working out too hot here. Let me make sure that my settings are optimized for this stream. Output. Man, I'll tell you, I love living on the East Coast, but at the same time, the internet here is less than ideal. I don't know if any of you guys have experienced that, but having a choppy connection is the last thing you want, especially when you're dealing with YouTube Live. Here we go. All right, so we should be better now. Sorry if the quality isn't as smooth as you might like it, but now you can actually see me and hear me, and it won't be choppy anymore. Here we go. All right, this is good stuff. All right, we are coming on a little bit of a dip here, and of course, we're not going to get the most up-to-date information when it comes to coin prices if we're just looking at coin market cap because they are always behind the ball. Um, Actually, I want to check something really quick that I normally don't do. Let me see what my phone says. Oh, look at that. Who's this? I got a notification that I'm going live. That's awesome. All right. And go back to what I was actually wanting to check. And the reason, what actually, I'm actually going to go on Robinhood. I have heard some interesting reports when it comes to price fluctuation between apps, especially when you have big breakouts and things happening like this. It makes a huge difference where you're actually looking at these prices. All right, so it's fairly accurate. Um, Looking at prices here, it's always like that. Um, we have 38,840 essentially there. And as always, if you look at this, my camera will focus it. Yep, we are looking at a discrepancy of what, 40 dollars, 30 to 40 dollars at any point in time here, which just goes to show you again, please don't buy your crypto on Robinhood. I don't actually own any stock. Not stock. I do have some stock. I gotta get rid of my account, but no Bitcoin on Robinhood, no cryptocurrencies on Robinhood because um, it's not a place for you to buy crypto. You can't transfer your coins out. You can't manage your money. You got to sell. You got to actually take profits for you to be able to do anything with your currency. So I never recommend you use Robinhood for cryptocurrencies. They said they're going to change it, but we'll see what happens here. I'll believe it when I see it. Let me put it that way. All right. Man, it's a Bitcoin breakout. Something I don't always do, but I felt like I should probably do this today. I'm actually gonna post on my BitClout account, letting people know that I am live because I never have a lot of things going on over there, and I'm not gonna keep the stream actually posted. It's gonna be one of those things that I put up and then I take down. But I do want to make sure that I give everybody that's been watching me, that's been following me, the information that's happening. So if you got a little pop-up notification on your phone saying that there's a breakout, you're welcome. I don't know if you have any apps letting you know that this is taking place, so I figured I'd help you. All right, let's see how much BitClout loves me today. Let's see what they're gonna do about this one. Look- All right. Hey guys, we're going strong here. We're actually holding, which is great news for crypto in general. Man. And the crazy thing is to think about is if you look at this number right here, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but it's super tiny. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger for you. All right, look at that. Our 52-week low for Bitcoin is $4,000. This is just testament to the mainstream of Bitcoin, guys. Like $4,000 just 52 short weeks ago. Now it sounds like a long time, but 52 weeks ago, I mean, that's COVID. COVID just, had broken out more than this is insane that that number is that low. And just how much money people have made over the last weeks with Bitcoin and with everything that's been going on inside of crypto. It's insane to just think about. All right, let me see what else I can pull up for you guys here in regards to this breakout, because who doesn't love a good Bitcoin breakout on a Sunday afternoon or evening, where depending where you're at, or in the middle of the night. And this is so typical. People will expect the worst of things, and then boom, people just decide, you know what? I'm feeling lucky today. I'm going to go ahead and purchase some Bitcoin. Guys, I keep telling you time and time again, make sure that you have a plan. I mean, I have a video that talks about how to invest in cryptocurrencies. One of the biggest things that I cover with everybody is please have a plan how you're going to get in. When are you buying in? What are you going to do about it? When are you posting? No, when are you going to take some gains out? When are you going to make sure that you're taking your profits? Because at the end of the day, hey, you're not you're not actually making money until you have money, right? Like that's something that I want people to really understand. And it's crucial for us to be aware of what's going on, because otherwise we're just going to be like, "Oh, cool, FOMO, buy. Oh, crap, FUD, sell." And that's how many people, how people are just making a tremendous amount of money right now. And as we can see right here, this is actually pretty good. You see this little dip? It basically means that we kind of challenged what was going on to see if we're going to get past it. And yeah, I mean, we got green candles. That's the thing. These sequential green candles are a great sign that things are going well and they're going strong. I mean, you saw some resistance here. This is the people that are just basically saying, "Oh, I'm gonna sell just like I did before," and they started selling. But you got more buyers than you have sellers, so the price is going to continue to increase. You see that? And it's going up and it's going up and it's going up, and there's nothing people can do other than either put their money where their mouth is or sell and miss out on tremendous gains. Here we go. Yep, my Cavs too. Sorry guys, I'm just excited about this. This if you are not on this yet, I'm just watching these numbers go up, and I'm super excited to be watching it with you guys. But if you guys haven't seen BitCloud yet, I just posted a link to the live stream right now, right on there, so people can follow along to see what's going on. I apologize for the beautiful graphics that I created saying Bitcoin Breakout Live. I basically just threw it together. I know I was going to say that I did it in Paint, but I actually know how to use Photoshop better than I know how to use Paint nowadays. It's kind of weird to say, but that's where we stand. And Bitcoin, guys, I want to sit here and like let's watch this thing get past $40,000. That's the next thing I want to do is watch this get past 40,000 because I really do think it's going to happen, and it's going to happen today. Right now we are at today's high was 39,400. 401 actually. Somebody bought at 401 not so long ago. It was at 400 just a few minutes ago, but there are some trades that are going on as we speak, and people are bullish. People are really bullish, and look at that number go up. We're gonna hit 39,000. 39,000. Here we go. Yup, it is real. It is happening, and it is live. So, all right, let me make sure that my connection is actually working this time. Yup, connection's working. Things are good. Had a little bit of a hiccup there a second ago. Thank you, internet, for not supporting me. Just wondering if you guys can see my dog behind me here. She's so excited about this that she's taking a nap. Let me see who else is actually covering the Bitcoin breakout that we're having. Right, come on. I mean, we're looking good right now, and it's steady. Like this is the cool thing, right? Like it's not like it's just these up and down, up and down, up and down. Like we're actually getting good momentum with this here. So right now, let me see. Yeah, we're heading down numbers wise for a little bit here. We are gonna need a little bit of a push. These are the times that I wish I just had like a few $1 million stashed away just to be able to buy and have force things to just take off. So if anybody's got some money left around, just a couple of million, just right there, hook it up and do me a favor and put that buy order in for a boatload of Bitcoin because it's gonna help all of us. That is, if you're actually invested in Bitcoin. So let me pull this out of here for one quick minute while I go back to this so we can see what happened today. So right now, coin market cap. Let me do a refresh on this page. Make sure it's getting the updated number. Yeah, it's not showing 39. That's good. And I'm gonna go to a day. Look at this. So steady, up and up, and now we're at, this is an uptrend right here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this trend right there, you can see it in a few places. You can see it right there, and you can see it right there as well. So right there and right there is how we took off. So this is a good sign that things are about to look really pretty for everybody holding Bitcoin right now. All right, let me go back to my application. And my stocks. Ooh, I just had Webull crash on me. It's probably because I'm supposed to update it and I don't do it because I never have time. But it keeps bugging me to do so. We'll do that eventually. We'll eventually get there, but it's okay. I got to back up and I'm going to get Bitcoin back going here. Just want to get my trades window going so I can see things going in and out. And that is missing from my view right now. That's all I am looking for. Yeah. Guys, this is looking really pretty. This is a, oh yeah, I know I got to update. Right, where are my windows? Add a widget. And stocks. Ooh, just so much going on. Man, this is not helping right now. I'm trying to make sure I can get you guys some pretty graphics going, and it's not working the way I want it to. But if you have any questions, guys, if you want to join the conversation, make sure you hit that chat box and say something. Don't be shy. I'd love to be able to take your questions and work with you and let you know what's happening, what's taking place. All right. It's hot. Ooh, come on. 39,000. Where are you at? Oh, come on. Are we talking Elon again? Are we talking Elon? Is that what's going on? Elon is doing some of this. Sorry, I was just taking a look at some news that's taking place, and I want to make sure everybody knows what's actually going on. So Elon Musk said that they are going to take. Sorry, my phone here was actually making sure that the stream was live and it was working well. He said that. They're gonna take crypto. They're gonna specifically Bitcoin again, and they just want to make sure that it is 50% green or more, and maybe he's driving some of this. Man, Elon is always getting involved one way or another. Elon is at it. All right. Here we go. Save. I'm gonna change into the stream here, talking about what we're talking about. Save. Here we go. Funny thing, when it comes to live videos on mobile that I was just checking out, there's no way for me to, oh, there it is, access some of these things. It's pretty great. when I get to the selections I need. But right now, let me pull back up what we were looking at just a minute ago. Bitcoin, we're now at $30,880, which again is pretty good. I mean, we did have a peak just recently at 39,400, and this was around 505. All right, we're on the same page. All right, so since I don't normally do a lot of live streams, I'm actually gonna work while we're talking. I'm gonna create some graphics here and see if I can do some stuff um, to make the live stream better as we're talking, as we're kind of going along here. I'm gonna see if I can do. Let's see this text. Um, hey, somebody joined the chat. All right. And the funny thing is that the refresh rate for YouTube is not always the best. They are not keeping up with the views or anything like that. They don't really update concurrent viewers like they're supposed to. It comes in, it goes out. It's just not a very friendly environment for me to understand what's actually going on and what you guys want. But the chat works. Let me try this. All right, let's see if I can make this happen here. Oh, this is nice. This this is probably gonna work. I like this. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Talking about Bitcoin. If you're in the room, if you're joined, if you see this, I want to know from you guys: are you bullish or bearish in what's going on right now? Because I don't think most people expected a breakout on a Sunday evening. I am super. Like I said, we're staying on. We're sticking with this until we see that number change to 40. That's the goal. That's the idea. That's what we're gonna do here. We want to see 40. We want to see 40. My my headphones here are blowing up with messages. I turned my desktop audio off so you guys don't hear it, but got a bunch of things going on at the same time. But I want to cover this, and like I said, I want to see this hit 40. That's the number we're looking at. 40, 40. We want to see $40,000 for Bitcoin. Why is it Bitcoin? Bitcoin is always going up. Bitcoin is on the rise. Bitcoin is happening. Bitcoin is right now. And I keep telling everybody to, they don't want to hear it. They think that it's just old technology. I can't tell you how many times I've heard this. It's old technology. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not doing anything. How can you trust something that's, a decade old? Like, guys, it's ever evolving. I know that we want to trade, that we trade it as if we were trading, trading a stock. but it's way more than that. I mean, this thing is live, literally live. It's people coming together. It's people putting in their 2 cents and how they think that the system should function. That's why Bitcoin is, so revolutionary, is because it's not, like just a regular piece of currency, like fiat currency. It's not like the dollar. It's not like, oh, the government thinks it's worth this much, so let's make it worth that much, and then is backed by nothing. It's a dollar is a dollar because somebody decided to say so. That's not how this works. That's not how it works. Bitcoin works because there's multiple people behind it. There's you, there's me. If you have money in Bitcoin, if you invested in Bitcoin, if you mine Bitcoin, you're part of this. You're part of this ecosystem that is looking to make a difference, that is making change, that is having an impact on just not only the Bitcoin economy but the global economy. That's having an impact in the way people look at money, and that is going to grow more and more and more and more. And again, this is an unexpected breakout, but it is in a sense expected, because I keep telling you this is going to take place. It's just a matter of time. I'm not, I know enough to help you and myself most of the time, but I don't know everything. I can tell you that it's going to go up. The specific timing with that can't be exact, but I can tell you that $38,800 for Bitcoin is still a really good price for you to get in. It's still a really good number for you to be able to get into this game. It's not over. It's not like, oh, look, we hit a peak, so I'm gonna sell. Don't go down that route. That's how people lose money. That's how whales are becoming, billionaires over and over again, because people are just, buying into the FUD. They don't get it. They don't understand, and they sell and they lose money over and over again. If you believe in something strongly enough, you don't only put your name to it, but you put your money behind it. That's exactly what I've done with Bitcoin. And it doesn't matter if we're having a bullish market or a bearish market. I'm gonna keep my money where I think it's gonna do well. And like I said before, Bitcoin is a currency that I believe will be my retirement fund. That's the way I like to look at Bitcoin. I lend it out. I make sure that it's creating passive income, that it's generating income while I sleep, which is what I think most people should be doing. If you're, get your crypto to work for you, make sure you're getting some return on it. Make sure you're on apps like Blockfi. Make sure that you're earning staking rewards with your crypto. If it's just sitting there and you're not making something off of it, it's not worth it. You got to make sure that you're earning money on your money. The last bear market that we had, we didn't have a lot of things that we have today. Last time that the price dropped, so here, let's take a look at this chart. So going back. Here we go, week. So last time we had like this section right here, when this took place, we weren't able to to earn passive income with our crypto. Now we can. Now you can earn as high as 12% on some of these regular cryptocurrencies. Yeah, 12% on money just sitting there that would have otherwise been, losing value, because as we all know, fiat currency is just the easiest way for you to lose money. If it just sits there and it's not doing anything for you, you are losing money. I don't care what anybody says. If your money is not, accruing interest, and you're not getting paid on the money that you have, you are losing it. We just had, the latest report come out for this past year, and inflation, even in the U.S., is at 5%. So if you are not earning at least 5%, you are literally losing money. All right, so watch the video from the channel telling you again Bitcoin when it was 45,000, still losing. You think it's going to hit $100,000 before the end of the year. I am super bullish when it comes to Bitcoin and Bitcoin pricing. $100,000 is still super doable within this year. I think we can still completely break out from where we're at now and see a much higher price when it comes to Bitcoin. Absolutely. That is no doubt something that I can see happening this year still. And at the end of the day, it's really because there is just enough people that believe in this thing, and they're just holding their money on the side. A lot of the people that are making money right now are the people that are essentially loaded that are your regular whales that are buying and selling, causing people to panic. And these little panic blips really add up. If you think about it, if you have $1 million invested in something, and all of a sudden you buy another $1 million, the 5% of a million is a good chunk of change. If you're just investing $100, $200 here and there, like that might not be a lot of money, but when you start adding up money from people that are really loaded and have a lot of Bitcoin, and they sell just a tiny little bit, just to cause enough market fluctuation and have enough impact to cause that blip on people's radars, well, that's what happens. Everybody else follows, because let's be serious. Most people in the crypto markets right now are novices. They are newbies. People don't understand what it is that is happening in this space. The crypto markets are new as it is, and the people that are joining right now, they're even newer. They have not really been exposed to what happens here, and it's weird to have the idea. It's weird for us to think about what's happening in such a short amount of time. I mean, we look at this chart and we're like, wow, this thing is, it's been a long time since Bitcoin has been around. And if you really scroll back, like February 2015, February 2015 was not that long ago. It was not that long ago at all. This is as far as back as the chart goes on here. But back then, what are we looking at for Bitcoin? Bitcoin price when they started tracking here was at $220. $220 in comparison to what we're looking at today. So the markets are new. Not only is the market new, but people that are trading the cryptocurrency are even newer, and they don't know what it is like to trade, especially something this volatile. I mean, I don't want to quote Warren Buffett when it comes to crypto, but when he talked about the stock market, he explained one of his popular sayings that if you're not ready to lose 50% of your gains of the money that you have in the stock market, and be calm and not sell, well, you're not made to be trading. You're not supposed to be trading if that's how you feel. That's even more true today. That's even more true when it comes to cryptocurrencies. That's even more true when it comes to Bitcoin, guys. If you're not able to just hold, you're not doing this right. You're not, working within the system. And we're going to look back, and I say this time and time again, we're going to look back and laugh at this. We're going to look back and laugh at, remember when it was just $38,000 and people were afraid of buying because they didn't, they were afraid of losing money? Oh man, this is just, it's going to be interesting, even though people are interested in altcoins. So when it comes to altcoins, here's the other thing. It's all about FOMO, right? I mean, you have, big names in the crypto world that are talking about what's going on with altcoins, what's going on with Dogecoin. You have your good old Elon Musk push, just don't get me started with Elon Musk, but he wants to pump the price of one thing or another. What was it? Come Rocket was the last one that he decided to. I got to be careful with what I say on the stream, otherwise it might get cut off from YouTube, and the algorithm might not like me as much. But he decided to advertise something that's completely ridiculous and have prices, skyrocket. Guys, that's just one person. And a lot of those altcoins are not reliable. And you got to make sure you know what it is that you're buying before you buy it, right? You want to make sure that when you're looking at altcoins, that you're looking at the right things. And main thing that I will tell you about altcoins, make sure you know who's doing it. What's the team? Who's behind it? Who's making this happen? Because at the end of the day, what's the point? What's going to happen when they decide to grab all their money and run with it? That's just not a good idea for anybody that's investing in altcoins. Just kind of going, oh, I heard this on the news, so I'm just going to do it. I'm going to throw my money in there, and I know I'm going to make some. No, I can't tell you how many people I've heard from that invested in Dogecoin because of Elon Musk, because of all the FOMO that was going around, and lost a ton of money. And it's all because they had no idea what they were buying or when they were buying it. I've I've had Doge for a long time. I was looking at my old Reddit account, and I've had Doge since we were tipping people with Doge tip bot back in the day. And for those of you that have been in crypto long enough to remember that, if Elon, if you really believe in Dogecoin, if you could go ahead and fund that guy so he can come back on and have that the Dogecoin bot come back to life, that'd be amazing. Because it was a good time when we had the good use of Doge, and it wasn't just something that was just traded for money, and that was actually useful. There was a use for it. People talk about how it's just a meme coin, doesn't do anything. Guys, Doge is a lot more than just a meme coin. That's the other thing that people don't realize. It's what is the function? What value does your coin provide? What can you do with your cryptocurrency? What is happening inside of that ecosphere, right? Like when you're talking about ADA and Cardano, it's one of those things like you want to know exactly what it's being used for. Doge, for example, is one of those currencies that I use to tip people on Reddit left and right. They left a good comment. They posted something that was good. Hey, let's tip that person with Doge. That was in my personal view. That was what I used Doge for, and that was a great time doing so because it was useful. It was rewarding. It was a really great time to be able to share things with other people. The community around Dogecoin was fantastic, and I think that we need to lock that subreddit down as far as Dogecoin goes, because just like Wall Street Bets, it's getting inundated with people that don't belong there. I don't want to even say it that way, but it's just people are in it for the wrong reasons, right? Like when you invest in an altcoin, I've said this time and time again, I think that you need to know why you're investing in any specific altcoin. I think that people are going to be pulling out of altcoins because they are going to look to go to something more stable, especially because the bigger coins are getting such good upgrades. And while talking about upgrades, let me pull up what I mean by that. Let me see here. Here we go. All right, cryptocurrencies. Let's look at our top 10 here. So you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, and you have ADA. These three are getting some major upgrades this year still. Let's see what happens with Doge. If there's actually upgrades happening with Doge, it's still sitting at 32 cents, and that's a lot lower than I'd like it to be, especially because I actually bought more Doge at about 32 cents. So if we can get that one back up, that'd be great. But Ethereum, Cardano, ADA, and Bitcoin, all three have major upgrades coming in this year still. And it's crazy to think about. Yeah, Bitcoin, it's not one of those things that it's done for and that it's not changing. No, Bitcoin is still evolving. It's still changing. It's still improving, and it's going to continue to improve because it's a live thing. It's not like it's done for. It's going to continue to grow and adapt and become better. We're going to be able to have contracts, guys. Like, think about this, contracts on Bitcoin. That's incredible to think about. You're going to be able to, and I mean, this is early still, but think about, like, you're going to sell a house. You don't have to have a deed or anything else like that. You can just write it in a smart contract and write it to the blockchain, and you can have the deed of your house written in Bitcoin. Yeah, in Bitcoin. Especially for new emerging countries that are looking to use this mainstream, like El Salvador, looking at using volcano-powered mining for Bitcoin, and encouraging companies and entrepreneurs to move to El Salvador to be able to take advantage of this. This is fantastic. You're going to be able to write things to Bitcoin, your transactions, your contracts inside of Bitcoin. This is going to open up a whole new world of opportunities. So if you're wondering, can this price really get to $100,000? Can Bitcoin go up that much this year still? Yeah, absolutely. We just broke 39,000. And it's going to keep going up. Reaching $100,000 is, nothing, in my opinion, for this. And are we going to have some peaks and valleys? Absolutely. We're going to buy, people are going to buy, people are going to sell, but overall, we're going up. And I know I've said this before, but if you bought, and let's look at this line here. So right here, right? So let's look at what? So if you bought before February 6th, you're making money. This is a really cool way to look at things, right? So look at this chart. Right now, if we're sitting right here and we look across, and that's the other timeline there. So if you bought any time after February 6th, the week of February 6th, you're up on Bitcoin. If you didn't fall into FUD or FOMO and decided to sell when when you shouldn't have, you're in the green. We're in the green. If well, I've made a lot of purchases before then, but I'm just saying, like, this is the easy way for you to kind of breathe a little easier and say, oh, all right, that's not bad. That's actually a good thing. I know we had this huge jump, and this is and again, you see these candles right here, how huge these candles are. This is where FOMO kicked in a lot of people, and they're just like, oh, I got to get in before it's over. And now we're sitting down here, and you're seeing this. That's a real thick green candle, in my opinion, and it's going to look even greener and greener and greener and bigger and bigger and bigger. 39. All right, 900 to go before we get to 40,000. But this is a good thing, and it's really, really exciting to see. All right, Ethereum. Is Ethereum doomed? Ethereum is not doomed. All right, so Ethereum is awesome right now if you're looking to make money. If you have a graphics card and you're wanting to make some good money, Ethereum is the way to go, because gas prices are essentially paid out to miners, not people under 18, like people that are mining the coin, pun intended. But that's what happens with Ethereum right now. When you have a transaction in the Ethereum network, you're paying out to the people that are mining Ethereum. That's what's taking place. So if you have a graphics card, let's say you're a gamer, you're a PC gamer, and you're actually able to get a graphics card, go make some money. Go pay off that card. Most cards you're able to pay that off within a year. Like, you get all your money back, and then from that point forward, it's all profit. It's 100% profit. You're able to actually get money back from your purchase simply by mining. Just let that thing run. Right now, I have a 1080 on a laptop sitting to my right. That's been running nonstop. I'm not gaming on that computer right now. I'm streaming on this one, so I kind of have to, had to stop mining, otherwise it overheat. And I know that YouTube would be upset at me and it'd give me the little, your quality is not good, please fix it. But if you're not mining, you're losing money. So Ethereum is awesome. If you're looking to mine right now, you can make some money with it. So it's not doomed in that sense. They're going to implement the layer 2 solution for Ethereum. So it's going to continue to go up. And it's much, much, much faster than your Bitcoin network. And it's able to handle a lot more than the Bitcoin network. Bitcoin can handle like 3 transactions per second. That's not very many. The Ethereum network does a lot better. So, and I've read a ton of reports in regards to Ethereum, how Ethereum can actually overtake the price of Bitcoin. And it's doable. It can happen. It all depends on who makes the better upgrades. Bitcoin is here to stay. Don't get me wrong. It's not like Bitcoin is going to go away. It's the original. It's the first. It's definitely one of those things that's going to be around for the long haul. But other cryptocurrencies can definitely, take advantage of the fact that it is not an ideal solution. It is not an ideal setup. Here we go. And Ethereum is going to go up. So here's the other thing to watch. This happens a lot. You're going to see a lot of the altcoins right now. They're going to follow suit with what's happening with Bitcoin. There's always a little bit of a delay with the price of altcoins in comparison to Bitcoin. So if you take a look at Ethereum, I'm just going to go in the day chart here. So we did have it dip a little bit, and then it's now just starting to come back up. So if you've got a little bit of spare cash laying around, you could buy Ethereum with like almost a guarantee that it's going to go up a little bit further, because it's always following the price of Bitcoin. There's always a delay, but it's always following the same prices. So even Doge, I'm pretty sure Doge is going to go up. Please, Doge, go up. I want to get my money back. Here we go. See that? See how these lines are super, super similar. They might not be as accentuated as the other ones, but they're still following the same trends. You see those peaks and valleys are roughly around the same places, and some will take off more than others, but they're around the same place. I'm going to open Bitcoin here just so I can do a side-by-side comparison and start. I'm going to click back and forth just so you can see what this looks like. Here we go, Bitcoin. I'm going to do a 1-day chart just so you can see the comparison. All right, you see those? See that? People bought a bunch and they're expecting it to go up higher, and then they're like, oh no, it didn't keep going. See this sell right here? What this means is that they looked at Bitcoin like, oh, it's not taking off like it was. I need to sell. That's what that little peak there means. But now you see how, Bitcoin started to go up. There's a little uptrend there, which is, a good looking little bump. And you get that bump on everything else. And you see it hasn't dipped yet. Same thing with Doge. Yep, Doge just got that first little dip right there. And it's, again, following the price of Bitcoin. So you'll see this a lot. You'll see this take place a lot. Let me move this up a little bit higher so you can actually see it a little bit better on screen. But with Bitcoin, you see the little dip down where Ethereum is not there yet. I'm going to refresh this in a couple of seconds, in a minute or two. You're going to see that dip show up in Ethereum as well. The price of altcoins follow Bitcoin very, very, very closely. Competition, Cardano. Yeah, Cardano is actually, I like Cardano. They're not where they need to be quite yet. Cardano doesn't have smart contracts. It's crazy to think that Cardano's our number 5 top cryptocurrency, and it doesn't have smart contracts. But Cardano is definitely competing with Ethereum, and it's a matter of who's gonna get there first. Can the Ethereum team deliver? And not only Cardano, but another one that's really, really promising, and I'm going to make myself a little smaller so you can see a bit better, Solana, man, Solana is going to do really well, and they have it going on right now. They're sitting at $38, and I think Solana is going to take off, and yeah, this trend tells me exactly the same thing, that Solana is going to take off. And again, it's a very similar trend. You see that, how things are coming up? Those lines are very, very similar to one another. I'm switching between Ethereum, Dogecoin, Solana, and Bitcoin. And it's all following the price of Bitcoin. That's where it starts. It starts with Bitcoin. Let me go up here again. All right, Ethereum. I think we're going to have a really good run with Ethereum for today, especially with how bullish things are inside of the Bitcoin realm. Another one, I'm just going to go over these real quick since we're talking altcoins. Let me tell you about some other ones. All right, Theta. Theta is going to kick butt. I told you about that in a couple of videos, a couple of days ago. Theta is definitely up there. What else? I've been in EOS for a little while now. It has not been my biggest money maker, but it's good. It's doing well, and I think it's going to continue to do well. It's just not, as high of a return as I had originally expected. Tron, same concept. Algo is finally coming back up. It had a pretty nasty dip over the last 30 days, but it's coming back. But let me highlight some of the ones. Man, Avalanche. AVAX team. Sorry guys, I'm a little disappointed in you. Not gonna lie, I had much bigger hopes for what you guys were doing. Oh boy, Thor chain. Yep, that's good. Where is my man? Come on. Oh, here we go. All right. Here is one of my favorites, and I am beyond bullish when it comes to this guy right here. Helium. Helium is gonna take off like crazy, and again, we got these ups and downs, but the trend is it's gonna look. This is gonna go up, and there's a buddy. Currency that's going to go along with Helium. Let me see if it's made it up yet. No. It's the Akash network. You guys have heard me talk about this time and time again. Raven coin is down to 100. Wow. All right. So I'm going to actually just pull up by the name. All right. Sitting at 243. So this is another one. If you're asking about, cryptocurrencies, Akash network is one of those that I am super, super beyond bullish on, that I think is going to do really well long term. And that one goes right along with Helium. So Helium network, they're implementing some awesome things. You can mine Helium by basically providing internet access around your location. You got to have one of their miners. They only have a handful of approved miners. And I actually had a conversation inside of what's that application called? Man, drawing a blank here. It's like I wasn't made for. I know my face was made for radio, but Clubhouse. So having a conversation with Clubhouse, helping a few people out, letting them know exactly what's going on with the Helium network, and they were asking about how does it work, how can you get it. The Bobcat miner is the best one you can get for Helium. If you guys are wondering, it's the ones that you're probably going to get the fastest, unless you go on eBay and spend like 10 times more than what you're supposed to on a Helium miner. But like I told you guys, I'm gonna make sure I stick with the stream until we hit 40,000. So let's take a look at where we're at. Oh, we're back down to $38,900. Oof. But we got a green candlestick going on right now. Let me see. Are we on the interval? 1 minute. Look at that. People are taking profits, it looks like. And people are buying. People are either taking profits, and now people are buying back in. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so you can see a little bit of these graphs. This actually looks really good. So right here, this is like minute by minute chart. So you can really see what's taking place. $39,000 Bitcoin. We hit 39,400 a few minutes ago. And again, I've told you guys about this. If you're looking at selling buy and sell orders, never, ever, ever set your buy or sell orders on exact numbers, because that's you're not going to get it. It's just not going to happen. People will set those buy orders lower than what those round numbers are. So they're not going to set it for 39,500. They're going to do 39,400, which is why that's what the peak price was, because a lot of people were looking to sell at that time. So if you're actually, I'm not going to give you this advice. Don't set sell orders for Bitcoin. Please don't sell your Bitcoin. It's going to be worth a lot more money than what it is worth right now, and you're going to be kicking yourself when the price just starts skyrocketing, unlike what's happening right now with the price dropping from what we had a couple of minutes ago. But the orders that people are setting up for buying and selling, they're a lot of times right after a breakout price or right under a price that people are expecting. You're not going to see the 39,500. You're not going to see a $40,000 sell order. You're going to see a sell order that's set 38,700. You're going to see a 39,300, 350. Never a round number, and that's how a lot of people kind of miss the mark on that. All right, so it looks like we're at a downswing right now. If you can see these candlesticks, so we had a little bit of traction. Look, somebody just made a big purchase. To have that big of a movement on that candlestick there, that's a lot. All right, I'm going to pull this off the screen here. I'm going to go back to this screen so we can see what the numbers look like right on here. Ethereum. 1 day, like I was saying before, there it is. You see that? Like I told you guys, you're going to see that dip happen in a few minutes in Ethereum, just like all the other altcoins, and there it is. I know I'm not a magician. I'm not, it's not guesswork. It's just stats. It's just what happens time and time again. You see the patterns often enough, and you are able to realize what's about to take place and make good decisions. And that's what I want for all of you, is to make good decisions when it comes to crypto. Make sure that you're making because that's where the crypto's going. Crypto's going up. Doesn't matter what what people say, what the FUD is out there. People are fearful, sure, but at the end of the day, crypto's here to stay, and it's going to make all of us profitable. And I want to make sure that you're able to maximize your gains as well, because why not? If you're invested, if you're watching this channel, if you're one of the people that are actually in here watching this, you should be able to take advantage of what's going on. You should be able to take some profits. You should be able to... Oh man, my stream is again dropping out. I have too much stuff going on here. What's happening, YouTube? Concurrent viewers. I got 2 people watching, and my stream is going blah. That's never a good sign. Let's see what's happening here. And let me hit live, see if I can get a video. Am I choppy still? All right, if you guys can help me out, let me know in the chat box there if you're still getting video, if it's choppy, if you're getting anything. Sweet. I appreciate you guys letting me know what's going on. I am still here. I want to make sure that we stick around until we see that Bitcoin price go up a bit higher. Because it's always exciting to see when the all-time high number is the current number. Everybody likes to see that. So for everybody that was talking about a bloodbath of a weekend, you don't know what you're talking about. You sit in your big empty penthouse because you have no friends. I'd be really interested to find out if anybody knows who I'm talking about when it comes to crypto, because he likes to say things just to infuriate other people, and it's never nice. But I still appreciate the fact that he's just encouraging people to get into the crypto game. Right. Elton John. No, not Elton John. Jeez, Elton John. Where'd you get Elton John from? Penthouse? That's what you came up with, Elton John? Wow. All right. Let me take a look at what we are selling. Where's my... And I am looking for my widget so I can actually get you guys another chart. Move chart, you got chart. Options, order book. Yep, this is exactly what I want to show all of you. There we go. So if you never get to see this view, this is actually really fun. You get to see what people are bidding and what people are asking. So you're going to see these numbers go up and down. And this is a good way for you to track things. So right now, it's looking pretty bullish for these numbers. And you can see that the candlestick here is going to follow suit with what these numbers are going left, left and right. People are bidding this much and people are asking for that much. So people are trying to sell their Bitcoin for 39,200 and some change, and people want to buy Bitcoin at 38,400, which brings us to the price that we're currently seeing, $38,800. And this will keep going and going and going. Can't just plant. Wow, somebody's funny today. You can't plant me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow. That's how I feel. That's what my weekend's been. Plowing. Been doing a lot of that, and hopefully I can sell this, the fruits of my labor when it comes to Bitcoin and get myself some sweet profits coming back to me for all the money that I have in crypto. That's what we're looking for. And again, I started this video making sure that people knew exactly what was going on with Bitcoin, making sure that I wanted, that I share that we just had a nice breakout when it came to Bitcoin. Told you guys about that price. If you're looking at today, we had earlier today, price was, let me just go 7 days. So this is still today. We hit 35,000 today, June 13th. We're in the $35,000 mark today. And right now we're sitting at $38,800. That is some pretty sustainable growth right now. Things are going up and down a little bit, but if you go to the 1 day chart, it's holding. This is not bad. You see these? It pumped, steady increase, pump, steady. This means that this price is here to stay. It's not going to go away just like that. It's good. We're going to see more of this. We're going to actually see additional numbers. It's not like it's just going to, this was just a little blip on the radar. No, it's definitely more than that. It's more than just, a temporary thing. Like, these are good These are good trends. These are good, things that we're seeing on the charts. So it's steady growth. We like steady growth because it means it's sustainable. Whenever we see things spike up, it's fantastic, but it also might mean that it's time to sell if if it hits those peak numbers. Because if we go to, let's say, 3 months, you're gonna see things not look as good. Look at that. And 1 year, see that right there? So much activity going on right over here, February 25th. If we go to all, like, this is my favorite looking at all time, just so you can see what's actually going on. And now we can squeeze. Here we go. So a lot of the times that you see something like this, it's not sustainable. But when you see, steady growth, that's when you can count that your money is safe. That's when you know that your money is growing, your money is doing something good for you. And you don't have to, freak out. But I'm going to go back to this chart and show you. Looks like we're getting, resistance on the, on that 38,800, and people are wanting it to go higher. And we're getting a good amount of volume right there. That's pretty good volume, and it's going to cause our number to spike up just the way we like it. That's a big candle. That's a big candlestick, and I'm going to take a sip here because I'm getting a little bit dry mouth. All right, so let's talk for real here. And if you want to share the stream, I'm gonna get real with all of you and tell you what's going on. So I've been streaming right now for 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 18 seconds, 19, 20 seconds. Why in the world would I sit here and do this? And I'm gonna actually cover in a video as far as how much I've made on YouTube over in my first 30 days. I've been doing this for over a month now, consistently, every single day, having a video up, having something go live. Why would I do it? Well, is there a monetary gain? I'll disclose exactly how much I've made in this past month. Like, I will show you my profits from YouTube, and I'll be sure to share that with everybody. But why do I do it? Well, right now, I have only one other adorable living thing here with me, and it's my dog, and she's sleeping. Yet, I'm able to look at a camera and actually have a good conversation with you. Not only myself, but with you. And I can talk to you about what's going on. I can talk to you about crypto. I can talk to you about life and be decently good at it. So regardless of how much I've made, how much I've gained, I'm excited about a couple of things. First, price of Bitcoin, that's coming back up. Guys, come on, move. Don't green. Let's go green, not pink. We want green, not red. This is pink, but I'm able to be in a room by myself, speaking into a camera, and articulate my thoughts quite decently in comparison to most people. This is public speaking at its finest, if you think about it. And it goes a step beyond it, especially nowadays when you're dealing with Zoom calls on a daily basis, where most things are happening digitally, where things are happening online, where even your currency is digital nowadays. Being able to have the ability to articulate your thoughts and be able to share what you're thinking and talk about whatever it is the topic that you're talking about online makes a huge difference, and be able to connect with an audience that you're not seeing. Connecting, first of all, connecting with an audience that is in front of you is not always easy, and I know that it's super intimidating. It's one of the top fears amongst people in the world, is standing in a room full of people and trying to deliver a speech, be able to speak to them. And speaking to them passionately, that's a whole different level. And what I'm here to tell you is that, hey, thank you. I appreciate anybody that's watching the stream, even if it's, Mom. I don't know, Mom, if you're watching. I know you're on vacation right now, hoping you have a good time. She's probably not watching, guys. It's okay. It's all right. I hope she's enjoying her time right now. But it's just it's been a really good experience for me to be able to be in front of a camera, to be able to talk to you and have conversations, real conversations, which are essentially, to me, one-on-one conversations, and have it be fruitful for both you and I. To me, I'm trying to provide you value. And even though you might not realize it, you're providing me with the ability of speaking more and more You're giving me the opportunity to practice. You're giving me the opportunity to actually use my gifts and talents and make them better over time. So thank you. If you're watching this, even if like I said, you're for my family member, I really appreciate it that you're watching it. And I'm not doing this because I want money. Do I want money? Sure, money is nice, but money is just a means to something. Money is not never to me, money is not the end goal, and I hope that is the same to you, just because it makes it for a very, very sad lifestyle. But it helps you achieve the things that you want. So it's great, monetarily speaking, if you're able to generate revenue on YouTube, fantastic. But at the same time, just being able to have an open and honest conversation with all of you online is great too. Honestly, like I've gotten so many questions, and it's funny. A lot of people don't like being public about the things that they want to ask, the things that they want to talk about. And I've received so many private messages, and I've been even people texting me, "Oh, I saw your YouTube. What do you think about this?" Like I can't tell you the number of calls and text messages I've received in regards to creating a channel on YouTube about crypto. People have questions. People want to know things, and a lot of times they're too afraid to ask. And I'm being vulnerable. At the end of the day, I'm just being vulnerable, telling you that I do see Bitcoin going up, and that is not the common theme. That is not what most people expect. It's not what people are talking about. People don't want to talk about the things that are that are bad. Like people don't want to say, "Oh yeah, the market stinks right now, so I'm not going to make videos about it." Like I don't care. I'm telling you what I believe in. I know what I can stand for. I know what I think Bitcoin is going to do. And I want to thank you for allowing me to have this platform to do so and actually listening. If you're here for 10 seconds, 5 seconds, it doesn't matter. Ooh, that's a good candlestick right there. Look at that. Sorry, that's good. It's helpful for me when it comes to being able to connect with an audience, to be able to speak to you as if you were in front of me. Personally, I don't like speaking in public. And this may be coming to many people as a shocker, especially because I've been streaming for a little while now and talking to a camera that I know anybody, literally anybody in the world could start watching. Anybody, anywhere could start watching this stream right now. And I have to be okay with the fact that there could be 1, 2, or millions of people able to see what I'm talking about and to be able to see what I'm doing. And I'm okay with that. So thank you for giving me the ability and the platform to be able to speak my thoughts and being able to share those with you. It's really a pleasure and a privilege to have the ability to do that. I know many people aren't able to do so. Personally, I don't like to do this. I don't enjoy being in front of people. I don't enjoy having to share what I'm thinking a lot of times, but it's beneficial for both you and I. So I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing this. And I told you guys that I was going to post a video every single day. And I've been, sticking to it. And I've been doing that consistently. Very, very consistently. And it's going to continue to be the trend because I think that it's going to be very beneficial, especially when I see those candlesticks going green like that. It's always exciting. But yeah, if you're here, if you got any questions, feel free to hit that chat box and let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you want to ask about. We've gotten questions about Ethereum, ADA. We've gotten... Dude, this Felipe guy's got like all his accounts going right now. This is awesome. I love it. This is fantastic. 39. We broke through the 39 barrier again. And there goes people trying to grab some money back. It's really funny to see all of these, values going up and down. You can really see people saying, "Oh, 39? Okay, I want money now." And over here, I'm just really laughing inside. I'm just laughing and laughing and laughing inside just because I know at the end of the day, 39,000 is super cheap for Bitcoin. And when this thing triples, I'm going to have 3 times as much as everybody else has sold. Look at it that way. That's what's going to happen. If somebody's selling right now saying, "Oh yeah, I want to make sure I don't lose money." Well, you're making sure you're not making money. That's what you're doing. That's the That's the action that you're taking right now. Felipe, switching between devices. Yeah, I got this whole device switching thing can get kind of interesting as well. All right, let me take a look. I want to show you guys what I've been telling you about when it comes to the different altcoins whenever Bitcoin is going up like this. So let me go to the 1-day chart, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Yeah, we can see that. Look at that. And I'm going to refresh just to make sure I can get the latest data on here. And 1 day. Look at that pattern. It's pretty spot on. And again, this is Dogecoin. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a quick refresh here. Again, pretty spot. Look at that. Ethereum and Dogecoin. How similar these two are. And this happens every single time. Every time. It might be in different, levels, but the trends are still exactly the same. It's a very easy way to make money. But we've broke that $39,000 mark, and we're still at it. And we're still up there. Even though we got some sell orders coming in strong, we're still over 39. And again, I've talked about this. This is just a matter of time. Bitcoin is not going to stick around at this low price forever. You're going to have to pay a whole lot more for it, in a little bit. So if you have a way to generate revenue that can allow you to purchase more crypto, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. That's my piggy bank. That's where it's going to go. All right. So do a quick reset here. Let you guys know what's going on. We had a good breakout today. Bitcoin is sitting at over $39,000. This is a 5-minute chart. I'm going to zoom out a little bit just so you can see what happened. Here, at about noon, Bitcoin just took a really, really big leap. So we went at noon from 36 to 37 within less than an hour. And again, remember, if you go a little bit further back even, today, and this is going to be yesterday right here, today, yep. We were sitting at, the day started out with Bitcoin being in the $34,000. And then we had a steady increase until noon. And then at noon, we had this big old jump where we went up $1,000. And then we had a little dip, and then people kind of bought back in. And then we saw this right here, where people got excited, and all of a sudden like, all right, I'm in it, let's go. And we had a huge jump, and we got all the way up to $39,401. And right now we're playing this up and down game right here. But it's one of those up and down games that if you can see this line, you see that it's a trend that's going up. See how it's up and down. But overall, the low here, we hit, make sure I get these numbers straight. So 38,700, and then the next low here, 38,716, 38,778, 38,800. 38,939. So the trend is an upwards trend, even though we're looking at roughly the same number. It is going up ever so slightly, which, like I was saying, is actually a really good sign, because it shows that people are not looking to pull out of this. They're actually buying in. And these three green candlesticks, looking at a fourth green candlestick, is another wonderful sign that things are looking up. Things are looking up. All right. That's a Jason Mraz song, if you guys don't know. Good one, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 6 candlesticks in a row here. So it's one of those trends like, oh, things are good, things are good, things are good. And then you get good breakouts. So seeing this many green candlesticks in a row is a wonderful sign. And we could see potential big breakouts after we see a positive trend for that long of a period. Because that doesn't happen very often. Yep. Yeah. I think we're going to get a big boost coming up here if this continues the way it is right now. It's adjusting, but I have really, really good expectations for the prices coming up here. All right, let me see what happens if I actually changed my text, because that's the other thing that I was talking about. I just came online. That's why my thumbnail looks terrible the way it does, because I just wanted to get online as quickly as possible to get you guys the information that you need to make good decisions. So let me see if I can edit some of these things here, because it's 5:30. My goal was actually be done by 5:30, but let's see what happens here in the next couple of minutes, just to see if we get any kind of breakout and what is going to be taking place in the next moments here, because it could be promising. Look at that. Hey, good morning to you too, or evening. Dog is awake. She's saying it's time for her to go. I don't think she's right, but that's okay. All right, so my text does change automatically. That's what I was trying to figure out. Look at those candlesticks. You want to say hi? All right, guys. Introduction time. Up. Come here. This is my good girl. Are we going to see $40,000 Bitcoin? Yeah? Can you talk? Huh? Sleepy? Yeah, she's sleepy, but look at that. We got 4 green candlesticks in a row. This is not common. You're always going to get, that cycles of ups and downs. Whenever you see something like this take place, it's good. It means we got something good happening. So this is 20 minutes worth. So 4 candlesticks, it's 20 minutes. So 2020, 2025, 2030, 2035. So we're going to watch for a few more minutes here. We want to see 2 things. We want to see as soon as this candlestick closes, if it's going to close in the green or in the red. And then next, we want to see what the trend is for the following ones. But as you can see, this is an upwards trend on these last few minutes, which is positive. It's sustainable. It's smooth growth. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm getting like text messaged questions in regards to what's going on with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has not had an update for a little while now, and people don't expect Bitcoin to change ever. People don't expect Bitcoin to have any kind of improvement. But Bitcoin is live. Bitcoin is not something that was created once and it's done. No. Bitcoin is actually able to improve over time as long as there's enough people that buy into any one type of solution. And that's what's happening right now with Taproot. So Taproot, opens a lot of possibilities with security wise when it comes to multi-signature wallets and scaling. Right now, we've had what was it, over 90% of the miners agree to an upgrade, which means that we are now going to have an upgrade on the network, and it's scheduled right now roughly for November. It really depends on, again, hash rates and how many people are mining, because that's how things kind of go up when it comes to the network. But it's an upgrade to the Bitcoin Core, which is going to allow people to have more things. It's going to allow people to do more with the network. It's going to change the way things are recorded, which is great. Like, this is a big deal. People want to see Bitcoin improve. People want to see Bitcoin do more, and this is the way that it's going to happen. And we did close with a green candlestick. This is great. This can cause for even another up cycle here. And I think that this is going to, honestly, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stick around for the stream, but I do think that this is going to take off. I'm expecting it today. Like, just the way that these candlesticks are going, it's looking really, really nice. Just going back in the data here just to see some more trends. See this right here? That's what happens when you have multiple green candlesticks in a row. Look at that. This is what I'm kind of expecting the price to do right now. Not as far as numbers, but as far as fluctuation. I'm seeing these green candlesticks, and this is what I think the trend is going to be. It's going to be a bunch of green candlesticks with a dip, and then you're going to see somebody make the bad move of selling. A lot of people selling, going, oh yeah, we're ready. I'm going to take my profits right now. And then somebody's going to come in and boom, we're going to see a bunch of people buying, and it's going to make the price of Bitcoin go way up. And my hope is that the way up means over $42,000. Like I've spoke to you guys before, $42,000 is really that mark that we're trying to hit to make sure that we do have a smooth transition, that we can get past some of those numbers, that we can get past those small thresholds that kind of hold Bitcoin back from blowing up, because people have sell orders, and I don't know why people put in sell orders like that just to hold it back. But if you want to make money, there's a lot of money to be made on the short term with just quick buy and sell orders, buy and sell orders, buy and sell, and I've seen it take place time and time again. But as I've mentioned to you, my plan, my goal with Bitcoin specifically is for a long-term hold, to be able to take advantage of much, much bigger gains and make sure that you're taking advantage of having the coin work for you. And what I mean by working for you is that you want to make sure that you're reinvesting that money somehow. Are you staking it? Are you using something like Blockfi to be able to earn interest on your money? Crypto.com is actually doing really, really good with numbers as far as earning passive income on your crypto. It's pretty interesting. You guys should check that out. So top two right now is really Blockfi and Crypto.com. They are really killing it when it comes to giving you money for the money that you have with them. All right, it looks like we're going to set it at $39,000 mark for a little while. If we have anything else crazy going on, if anything just kind of breaks out, I will be sure to come live and let you know. Even if I'm not in the studio, I will make sure to pop in and let you guys know what's going on, give you guys an update, and keep you guys abreast as far as how your money is working for you and where price of Bitcoin and other cryptos are going. I appreciate the time. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me over this last hour or so, and I will see you all. Oh, can we do an intro? Let's do an intro to close with. Oh, no, wait. Did we do this yet? Did you guys already like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications? If you didn't, make sure you do that. And now we can do this one.